Hey guys, thanks for tuning in onto the EdgeOnAir.com, the greatest music you've never heard. I am your host, Antonia, and today we have an Edge exclusive interview and performance for you. And this is the band A Story Unwritten, so I will let them take it away.
This is our song Wake Up Call. Oh, it's off our new EP, Sleepwalking in Circles. Comes out tomorrow. Somebody's telling me they feel lost, they were never really ever found. But to me, like I hold the answers. I've got questions of my own. I just work with what I've learned and preach the lessons that I've learned. I look around and all I see world completely empty of love and happiness. Feel like I'm the only one to see it. Am I the only one to see it? So I walk these streets with a guitar in hand and the heart on my sleeve. One day I'll save the human race. Wake up, open your eyes. Look out where the fear's inside. We don't have forever. So get up, don't run and hide. We've only got so much time. So live your life while you can. I'm alone, the only one to put everybody else before myself. Don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect, no, I'm far as hell from it, but I'm doing the best that I can. So I walk these streets with love in my chest and a cross on my neck. One day they'll all know my name. Wake up, open your eyes. Look out where the fear's inside. We don't have forever. So get up, don't run and hide. We've only got so much time. So live your life while you can.
Thank you guys, that was awesome.
Thank you.
Could you guys tell me a little bit about your EP that's coming out tomorrow,
Our
right?
EP that comes out tomorrow, it's called Sleepwalking in Circles. We wrote most of the songs about 2 years ago, but we had to go through some member changes, and we've had Jake with our band as our drummer for about a year almost now, in October. But the EP itself, we put 6 different songs on it. 5 of them are brand new, and we released the single She Said in March. And so we're getting ready to release that. We have our show tomorrow and at the Kyle Ale House, so we'll be releasing it there.
So tomorrow, make sure to check them out. And what influences you guys on?
Influences. As far as like musical influences, I'm very heavily influenced by like the 90s grunge bands, so like Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Foo Fighters, anything like that.
Yeah.
I love all of those bands, and they inspired me more than anyone will ever know. But like we all have like this close to the same, and we all have different influences. Jake's very heavily influenced by like really heavy metal.
And like early 60s and like 70s drummers, stuff like that, like Cream, Blue Oyster Cult, stuff like that. You know.
What about you?
More reggae, but I still love rock so much.
How did you guys meet?
Well, the guy on the right over there, his name is Dominic. He's my little brother.
Okay.
Um, and then Jake, we were posting online looking for another drummer. He's our third drummer, and he ended up finding us and looking up our song "Alone," which was our first single that came out in 2015. And he really liked it, so he came over, jammed, and that's just how it happened.
All right. So, have you guys played a show out of state or anything?
Yeah, we play shows in
Yeah.
Indiana all the time.
All the time. That's
We
awesome.
opened for Puddle of Mud, Saliva. We've gone all over Illinois, a little bit of Wisconsin. So
Where do you guys usually enjoy playing?
usually enjoy playing.
Anywhere that will have us, really.
Or what is like your favorite song to play?
My
Ooh,
favorite
we each
song.
have a different.
Yeah.
Each?
Yeah.
What would be yours?
Mine personally, I mean, I Am is fun. Find My Way is a great one, which is on our EP. Winter's Arrived, I would say, is probably our most energetic, though.
That's an awesome song.
Yeah, that song's amazing.
We always usually either it's this first or second song in our set list, and it's just very Foo Fightery, but it's like so energetic, and we can get it so into it. It's so cool. But my personal favorite song would have to be Savior, which is not on the EP yet. It'll be on our album coming after that.
When will the album be coming out?
We don't know yet.
Okay,
It's
so
still work in
stay tuned
progress.
for it. What about you?
Mine's I Am. I basically wrote the song.
Okay.
So it's heavily influenced by bass, and it's what I like.
Because you wrote it. That's
Very,
why.
it's a very groovy song, too.
It
Just
really
kinda-
is. It's very unique.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
So you guys will be playing in West Chicago tomorrow, right? What
Yes.
time?
We go on at 9:45.
9:45.
The show starts at 6:30 though. So
Okay, so be there. Don't forget. Sorry, guys.
it's okay.
Like I said, we're not really that big of a deal, so you're not missing anything up here.
Where can we check you guys out? Like, what are your social medias and stuff?
We have Facebook, Reverb Nation, Instagram, Twitter, basically everything.
Everything.
Most of them are the URL will end with a Story Unwritten band.
Okay.
The only one that does not is Twitter because someone else has it, but not the band part. They just have a Story Unwritten, and
Story
they
Unwritten.
don't allow that many characters.
So it's the same for everything for
Everything.
Twitter. Okay.
Twitter would be We Are Unwritten 3.
Okay. So make sure to follow them so then you know when to check them out, when they will be performing and stuff like that. So
You can also find that out on Bands in Town. We have our own page, and it shows all of our shows, so you can find us there.
how old were you guys when you guys realized that you guys wanted to be like dedicated to the music?
Dedicated. When I became really dedicated, I was probably a junior
A
in
junior
high school.
in high school.
But I started playing, I was a drummer when I started at 8, and then I picked up a guitar freshman year, and I've been singing all my life. So
What about you?
My story is actually opposite. I was into sports. I did wrestling, football, stuff like that. I played a little bit of rock band, which is how a lot of people, I think, get into it. But I got injured, actually, so I've got permanent nerve damage in my arm,
Okay.
and that ruined my wrestling career. So I said, you know what, I'll just buy a drum kit, I guess. And then that was back when I was like 15 years old. So it's kind of where we're at now.
What about you?
I started playing a month before the band started
Okay.
because I was playing Guitar Hero and we just decided I want to pick up a bass. So that's how it happened. I tried other instruments, never worked out. I wasn't that into it until I picked up a bass, and then that's how pretty much the band started.
yeah,
What about the name? Like, what drew you into like naming the band?
the name I came up with that when I was like a sophomore in high school, and we didn't start the band till about 2 years ago. I'm 21 now.
Okay.
But we were trying to figure out possible band names, and everything we came up with just wasn't right. And then we were on the list. I put down A Story Unwritten. They were like, "What's that?" And I was like, "A Story Unwritten." And they were like, "That's cool. It sounds cool. Let's use that." And so we did. Basically, it came down to actually having a meaning of like everybody's life is like they're not destined for anything, but you can make it whatever you want.
That's awesome.
So-
I really like that. I like the name of it because it does like
Yeah.
make a lot of sense to what you guys do. So yeah. Well, I want to know a fun fact about you guys.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Everything Jake says is weird.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
No,
Yeah, you didn't hear us out there, so you don't.
Jake has a lot of puns. We'll give him that one. Fun fact. It's a tricky one. Dom, you got anything?
Really not that interesting.
I don't know.
I have a great joke. Does that count?
Yeah, say it.
All right. What's
Go for
the
it.
worst thing what's the worst thing to read in Braille?
What is it?
Do not touch.
So, wait, how long have you guys known each other for?
I've been in the band as long as I've known them, and I joined
Okay.
back last November, so it's not even been a full year yet. This is, the band name and all that stuff. Most of the stuff that was actually written before I even,
Yeah.
heard of the band.
Most of the EP we had already had written, and then he joined the band, and we wanted to get this stuff out. We were like, these songs have been around for I don't know how long. We've been playing them every show. Let's get this stuff out.
So every song except for I'd say Alone, because you did that one, which
Mhm.
Alone's so much fun live because we can really kind of get into it. But yeah, aside from Alone and She Said, I would say that I'd probably changed or made it like I Am is completely different than how it was.
Yeah.
Find My Way is completely different than how it was. Smoke and Mirrors more or less is the same,
Yeah.
but it's still that one's not in the EP though.
Talking about the EP, Jake.
Okay, yeah, Falling from Fate. I mean, I've changed and added and made it sound, a little bit, my own way, but most, the core format of everything has kind of been the same since, they started up. You guys, yeah, that was what, like
Yeah.
2 years ago for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
I was still
started
in
up
metal
2
bands
years in
back then.
October. October 2014 was when we started the band, actually. So it's about 2 years ago.
2 years. That's good, but keep
Um,
going.
We
Everything
met
good.
because we have the same parents.
Are you kidding me? I just met that kid.
Hey, you wanted a fun fact? Yeah, like I said, I was originally a metal drummer for a bunch of those bands, and the whole way that I found out about them is because I was actually going to give up drumming before I
Yeah.
met them, and because I had been burned in a bunch of different bands,
Yeah.
and so I went on there, and I wasn't even expecting really to join the band so much as just jamming.
Mhm.
So I think that's pretty. I wouldn't say
That's
fun.
kind of a fun fact.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
This almost wasn't.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Just so our audience can get to know you guys a little bit more. That's why I asked it. But
Mhm.
going back to the EP, do you guys have more than the one that you guys are releasing tomorrow? Or
Oh
is it-
yeah.
Yeah,
We
like
have
way more.
5. There's 7 songs on the EP. 2 of them are singles that we already released. She Said was the single for this EP,
Yeah.
but there's 5 other songs.
Like,
And
what is
for
your
the
writing process for the?
writing process? Well, most
Do
of
we
them
have
were.
a process?
I do, sort of. It just kind of comes and goes. It's kind of most of the EP was written before the band started. I had written most of the songs, and then after the EP, it kind of just it varies on how we do it. Like I'll either write the basis of it and like with the lyrics, and then they'll fill in their parts, or I'll have an idea for their parts and we'll go off of that, or they'll have an idea or something, and it really changes every single time.
Do you guys help him out with that, or do you guys just
I
let him?
sometimes help him out when he's stuck, but
Well, I mean, since I've been part of the band, we've been working on some new stuff. We're trying to get everything else that they've done over the years perfected. One of the ones that we have been playing that we wrote maybe what was it like 2 weeks after I joined was The Winners Arrived, which is
Yeah.
our big opener. And that one, I mean, really what we've been doing lately is that we just kind of sit down when we're warming up. We'll kind of just, if somebody's tuning or messing around, the other one will jump in, and then we just kind of find something we like. Other times we may have an idea,
Mhm.
lyrics or a central feeling that we're going for, something that may have happened.
Mhm.
But overall, I don't really think that we don't sit there with sheet music trying
Yeah.
to do stuff like that or
Mhm.
something
Jake's
just kind
probably
of
the only
clicks.
one that can actually read sheet music,
Yeah, I
we
know
kinda
music
go off of
theory,
feel.
so.
but yeah.
Like when you guys do write your songs, where do you guys usually? Do you guys like pick a specific place or anything?
Sometimes it's the couch, sometimes it's
Yeah.
the other part of the basement,
It's
sometimes.
usually in the
Is it just
basement.
at home?
Yeah, we practice at mine and Dominic's basement, so we kind of just jam down there and have at it.
But I mean, you've been quiet, so
That's unusual.
okay.
I'm usually the quiet one,
unusual.
aren't
Please.
Unusual. Yeah, a little bit. Pretty much. The way I write is I usually write at school or something like that. But I'll write normal poetry and then he'll turn it into a song. That's how it usually works.
Okay.
Because I cannot write a song.
We
I
can't
learned
come up
that-
with the chorus.
Yes,
for some
I can't
reason.
come up with the chorus. I will write a full song using verses. Makes no sense. But that's how I just work. He turns it into music, and then Jake, I don't know what you do.
He adds a lot on the drums.
Yeah, I've added a lot, not only on the drums,
Jake
but
does
I mean,
drums.
I've helped with lyrics, stuff like that. My process is to count to 4 and hope that it sounds good. So when I'm sitting there, it's on time. So I keep them in track by being on time. But
Yes.
I mean, I would say that's a good way of putting it, though. We come up with ideas and scraps and stuff, and then he'll sit there and work on it, or else he'll come ready with something out of nowhere. Like, when
Yeah.
we be discussing something new.
Yeah.
And again, the way that the winners arrived, he just started playing some weird guitar lick that he opened up with. Half the stuff I used as practice material just at home made it onto, the next, or is going to make it onto the next CD with I Am and It's Not Too Late, both being just
Mhm.
warm-up exercises that they liked.
Yeah, I was like, that
So-
sounds cool. Let's use it.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I just use this to get better at, stuff. But they're like, dude, put it in the song. So it's really very kind of interesting, though, because inspiration can hit you basically wherever. So, again, with him, when he's out and
Yeah.
about sometimes, sometimes he'll see something in the news, or else even dreams. You'll have a dream of something, and then you turn it into something, or you can hear something in your head. Not that I'm like crazy or nothing, but you can hear that melody, and I'll say to him, I'll say, hey, can you try, playing it kind of like this? And he interprets it, and he'll say to me, can you try doing something like this? Or he'll get on the drum kit and show me what he wants, and then it makes it a hell of a lot easier. So
Yeah,
Okay.
it does help that we have like a few different instrumentalists. Like I play all 3 of the instruments that we have, and Jake knows
prior
a
to
little
my
bit about
injury,
guitar.
I played guitar, so
So it helps that we can translate what we are thinking of to the actual thing to show them what we're talking about. And we always each one of us will give each idea at least a chance. I always try to accept okay, let's listen to it first and see which way works best.
Yeah.
So
Totally. But yeah, you guys are very talented. You guys did very good.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for coming in today.
Yeah.
And please say your social medias again so people can follow you.
all right, you're gonna
Make
go
sure.
to either Reverb Nation, Facebook, Instagram. Those are all gonna be the website.com/A Story Unwritten Band. Then Twitter is gonna be different, and it's gonna be @WeAreUnwritten3.
Do you guys have any personal accounts that you guys
I
wanna
don't
share?
use Facebook.
What about you?
I have Facebook, Dominic Caponi.
Okay.
And Brandon.
So make sure to follow them. And thank you guys for tuning in. I am Antonia, and this is the band A Story Unwritten.